Today I'm going to share with you 10 ways that you can detect that pride is slowly creeping up in your life. That's coming up next on The Beat. Hey my friend, welcome to The Beat. My name is Alan Parr. Thank you so much for tuning in. If this is your first time here, on this channel we answer frequently asked questions about the Christian faith. We talk about dating and relationships from a Christian perspective, and we do all sorts of other Bible-based videos as well. So if you're new, consider subscribing. So pride is the first sin recorded in the Bible, and from it all other sins originate. As a matter of fact, the Bible says that pride comes before the fall. It also says that God opposes the proud but gives grace to those who are humble. So in this video, in rapid fire fashion, I'm gonna give you 10 ways that you can detect pride in your life. And hey, real quick, how many of these 10 do you personally struggle with in your life? Leave that in the comment section below. Number one is whenever you struggle to receive constructive criticism. So let's say somebody brings something to your attention about you that is uncomfortable. If you cannot receive the things that they are saying without getting easily offended, without cutting them off, and without turning the conversation back towards them, that could be a sign that pride is creeping up in your life. Number two is not being able to admit when you are wrong. So if you offend somebody and you struggle to ask for forgiveness or simply just say, you know what, I'm sorry, I offended you, that could be a sign that pride is creeping up in your life. Number three is whenever you see yourself as being above doing certain tasks. So let's say somebody at church or somebody at work asks you to do something like mop the floor or clean the toilet, and in your mind, your first reaction is, hey, you know what, I don't do that because of my position, my title, my educational background, or what have you. That could be a sign that pride is creeping up in your life, because we always have to remember that Jesus Christ came from heaven down to earth to serve and to save us as sinners. And if Jesus can do that, then there should be nothing that we shouldn't be able to do. Number four is just assuming that you know something when someone is trying to teach you something new. The reason why this is pride is because putting yourself in the position of a learner requires humility. And if you struggle to do that, essentially what that means is that you think you know everything and you don't need anyone to teach you anything, which is a sign of pride. Number five is feeling like you have to be the one that teaches everybody else something. So on the flip side, if you are that guy or that girl who always wants to just spout out everything that you know, and you want people to look up to you because you have a specialized knowledge in a particular area, maybe because of your education or your experience or what have you, that could be a sign that you have pride in your life because you want people to look up to you, and the Bible says that knowledge puffs up. Number six is whenever you think that you are better than people who are less fortunate than you. So whenever we secretly and privately look down upon people who may not be as educated as us, may not dress the same way that we do, may not be as polished as we do, may not have the affluence that we do, that could be a sign that we think that we got where we are without God, which is a sign of pride. Number seven is whenever we're consistently flaunting things in front of other people. So if you are consistently wanting people to check out your body, your physique, your educational pursuits, your accomplishments, or what have you, in hopes of receiving some sort of positive affirmation from other people, that is a sign that you are consumed with yourself and not focused on other people, which once again is a sign of pride. Number eight is whenever you're consistently critical of other people. And the reason why this is pride is because whenever we're critical of other people, essentially it means that we have blind spots in our lives because we're not able to see that in some way, shape, or form, we are probably just as guilty as they are in doing the very same thing. But if you cannot see that, that ends up coming out as criticism and judgmentalism. Number nine, justifying your sin to God rather than confessing it. So if you find yourself constantly making excuses for your sin rather than simply humbling yourself and going to God and say, you know what, God, I have sinned and fallen short of your glory, that is a sign that pride is creeping up in your life. Number 10 is an unwillingness to submit to authority. So let's say God puts a certain authority figure over your life, whether it may be at home or at church or at work, and we say, you know what, I don't need to be under them, I can do my own thing. Essentially, that is a sign of pride, because what we're saying is, you know what, I don't need anyone else to help me get to where I need to be, which is a sign of pride. And a bonus one for you if you made it this far in the video, and that is someone who talks about themselves all the time. So if you are that person that always flips the conversation back on you, you're always telling everybody about what's going on in your life, and you struggle to give other people a chance to talk about them, that is a sign of pride. So as you can see, it is very easy for pride to slowly creep up in our lives, but if we can detect it early and acknowledge it, that is half the battle. If you found this video helpful in any way, feel free to share it with a friend. Also, if you haven't done so already, I would love it if you would subscribe. Check out some of the other videos on this channel. And if you feel comfortable, leave your score in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you